But how do you feel about these chairs? I know you were trying to talk to me about these chairs a second ago. How do you feel about these chairs?
I like it. I'm not leaning back too much, am I? Am I too relaxed?
I don't think you can be too relaxed in this format.
Okay.
You know, as relaxed. I think I want you as relaxed as possible.
I feel like I'm chilling pretty hard right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the chair, right?
Yeah.
The chair really put you in that. I mean, you got like a throne thing going on for the people that are listening.
Yeah.
It's like a maroon. It's like, this is a very passionate color.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like a plush maroon.
Yeah.
It's like a sensual maroon color.
Yeah, and it's tall. It's like it's giving me a hug, a sensual hug.
Yeah, it looks soft.
Yeah.
It looks soft. And then I have this office chair. So what I tried to do is make sure that we both had chairs that embodied who we were.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like I think this chair is you.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
Man, I grew up with this chair.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good chair. It's a comfortable chair.
Mm-hmm.
I have a swiveling office chair.
That's you?
That's me. And I don't like the way you said that.
Well, I was just surprised that you were like, I am a swiveling office chair.
I'm surprised.
Like you owned that.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. I'm shocked that if somebody was like, what kind of chair is your man? You wouldn't be like, swiveling office chair, easily. Duh.
Yeah. I mean, I was, when we got that recliner, I was shocked to find you ever sitting in it. You didn't sit in it often. You sat in this chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, but here's the thing. I need to know right now if it bothers you that you're with a swiveling office chair guy. Like, it seems like you didn't know that, and you're reconciling with that now. And you're coming to terms with, like, what do you...
I knew that. Sometimes I try to not know that, but I know that.
You've been in denial about what kind of chair of a person I am?
Maybe a little.
Okay, so what kind of chair would you rather me be? It's like, because right now what you're going to answer, the question you're going to answer is, like, when you envision yourself in the future with a guy that you were going to have kids with and you were going to go into the future, like, for till death do us part, and you were determining what type of chair he was, what was it?
No, you know what? Sometimes what you want or need, what is the right word? What you need long term isn't always the best thing in the moment. You know, and I'm not to say the best thing in the moment, but it's not always like, it's not always chilling and comfortable and whatever, you know?
So is what I'm hearing that for a long time, maybe you thought you wanted a bad boy chair?
What is it, like a leather chair? What is a bad boy chair?
I think it would have to be like some sort of leather.
Yeah. I mean, I remember specifically early on in our relationship when I learned that you were like, no, I would never have a leather couch. And I was like, oh. Oh.
Okay,
Never?
That's who I'm with.
No leather, ever. Like, leather car seats? No. Leather couch? No. They're just not practical enough for this man.
Leather is not comfortable. I've never been on a comfortable leather anything. I don't think I've ever enjoyed the leather on my skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even like a leather coat where the leather technically isn't on your skin, but you have like the lining of the coat, like smelling the leather. I don't like the smell of leather. I don't like that. Leather is like, it wants too much from you. You know what I mean?
Even like cowboy leather, like not like, I feel like there's a difference between like functional farm leather and like fashionable leather, you know, like people that wear leather because it's not because it's cool, but because it's practical for their job. They're like, is that leather different to you? You know, like the cowboys, like, could you get down on some leather chaps if you were doing a job that required leather chaps? I
think I'd probably get maybe a synthetic material that also does the job. That doesn't elicit a smell and you know, leather is just like, it's like leather is it never like goes into the background. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like leather is constantly making a statement. I don't like that.
All right. So I guess maybe at one point in my life I thought I would have wanted a leather chair man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Too bad, sister.
I got a swiveling office chair man.
That's who you got. That's who you got. All all right. So for those of you who are listening and watching, we want you to know that Chakra Poppers has not changed, right?
We've matured.
We've matured. We haven't changed. Ansley has matured into this plush throne, and I have matured into a swiveling office chair.
Yeah.
We're about business.
Yes.
Business and comfort.
Yes.
Right? But so we're going no guests this week, which was originally the plan for Chakra Poppers.
Yes.
But when we came up with the questions that we had for the guests, we looked at those questions and we were like, there is no way we can answer these questions every week.
Not every week.
Not every week. These are very, very specific and involved questions.
Yeah.
And you would need we need to bring strangers in here and do this.
Yeah. That's got to dig deep. We wanted to know what this meant to other people.
Yeah, what it meant to other people. But so if you're here now and you're worried that your chakra popping itch isn't going to be scratched, boy, have you miscalculated.
Have we?
Well, we're gonna scratch that itch. We're gonna scratch that itch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move through the chakras, and we're basically gonna be popping the chakras of the greater world, or whatever it is for that particular chakra, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get into. Well, we're also gonna be figuring this out as we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna be setting the format with this episode for the non-guest episode.
Okay.
I mean, I already love the setup. I love the chair.
Yeah.
I love the chairs. Do you miss the table at all?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Not
Right,
yet.
the table's more for a guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, let's get it.
It's like when it's the difference between like hanging out at home in your underwear and then like having a guest over. You're not going to hang out in your underwear. Like,
yeah.
we're in our underwear right now.
We're definitely in our underwear right now.
But when a guest comes, we need a table.
You know how many people stopped listening and went to the YouTube right now? It's like, they're in a what? And it's like, they just want, not even like that they want to like see how we look in our underwear, but they're like, are they really? Did they?
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't put it past either one of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so here it is. So we're going to start with the first chakra.
Mm-hmm.
The first chakra is the root chakra.
Yeah.
It's associated with fear and anger.
Yeah.
Right? So I guess we can go both ways. What in the world of fear and anger has struck your attention recently? Or even if it has something to do with yourself?
Sidney, what you showed me last night, everything's just blow up planes and blow up tanks? And you want me to act like you didn't put that in my head, that worm in my head?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. First of all, I needed you to watch that with me, right?
I know you need to,
because
because you want me to not think you're a crazy person when you talk about this. And now you've made me a crazy person with you. And that's why I didn't think I wanted a swiveling office chair type of man.
Wait, is a swiveling office chair type of man also a conspiracy theorist type guy?
For sure.
Yeah.
Because you got to swivel to all your screens and all your like research platforms and like back and forth between all your tables and all your like checking and bouncing of information.
This is the number one. This is the top seat at headquarters.
Yes.
This is a headquarters chair.
Yeah.
Right? And so what Ansley's referring to is last night, one of my Instagram conspiracy theorists dropped something on me.
Yes.
Right? And it basically, I think the crux of this was that the Afghan pullout, when America pulled out of Afghanistan, and this is like,
we're starting heavy. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
people,
no,
but this is that chakra. This is.
This is. And it's like it's as heavy.
It's
as
made
we
my
can
butt
get.
pucker when you showed me.
Yes. And it's like I'm trying to talk politics now, and I don't know.
I know.
And this is terrible. I only know like very surface level conspiracies.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know anything about politics. I don't even know if this even really happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when Biden became the president,
yes,
he pulled out of Afghanistan.
Yeah,
and that was a big deal.
Big deal,
right? Do you know why it was a big deal? You remember why it was a big deal?
Well, because they were going to do it. We didn't. You had to do it in a correct way, and it was a big deal about how you did it. And he did it fast because he was like, "Let's just get out of here," right?
Biden's fast with the pull-out game.
Yeah,
he pulled out.
He pulled out.
Prematurely pulled out.
He did. I think so.
You don't? Do you think he pulled out and busted all over the place?
Yes, yeah. I think so. He left a mess everywhere. Everybody was sticky, and then he just didn't have like a towel or a shirt or anything to clean up with.
Yeah.
No plan for that.
Gross.
Yeah.
And it's like, how disrespectful. How could you imagine being in a relationship and still having no plan for the aftermath?
Yeah. Come on, he's the president of the United States. Have a plan for your pull out.
Have a plan. You got to pull out and have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people like what type of elected official would we be safe with not having a pull out plan?
Mm-mm.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's gross. So no pull out plan. Pull out Afghanistan came all over the place.
Yeah.
And it seemed like we were being chased out of Afghanistan in some of the videos and stuff.
Right. Well, it was. Yeah. I mean, you were leaving a power vacuum, and yeah, it was not good.
You said power vacuum and was like, oh, I feel like I should know what that means.
I was like, I'm talking about shit I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm getting in over my head.
What just happened? I said power vacuum. Okay, so basically what it was showing us, that a lot of the videos that we see of, I guess, foreign military might, military vehicles and stuff, they're not real.
No.
They're blow up. They're props.
Which sounds ridiculous.
It sounds absurd.
But it showed it to us.
Yeah, and so the plane, if anybody remembers this imagery, it was a very specific imagery of the Afghan pullout. There was a big, like Air Force One type plane, like a big military vessel, and it was driving as a bunch of Afghanis.
Yeah,
They're brown.
Yeah,
they're brown, dusty brown people.
yeah. There's a lot of dust. There's
a bunch of dusty brown people were kind of parading with the plane.
Yeah, running in front of it, around it, on the tarmac, under it,
climbing on it.
Yeah,
and then
chaos.
According to this conspiracy theorist in the video that we saw, that was not a real plane.
No, and once you looked at it, the windows were black, and there was no motor in it. And like once you looked at it, it wasn't real.
It wasn't real, and that was I guess that's the scary part.
Yeah.
Because until somebody pointed it out to you that it wasn't real, you would believe it's real, and then once it was pointed out to you, it's like, this is the fakest plane I have ever seen in my life. It looked like a movie with a live action movie with a cartoon plane.
Yeah. But then you went to like CNN clips and it was the plane.
It was the same plane.
It was the same video.
From the conspiracy video.
Yeah.
And that was the video that they try to pass off.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, because then it makes you question like all those rumors about like when we went to the moon, when we went to the quote unquote moon.
Yeah. That was a beach ball.
Yeah.
That was not a moon.
Yeah. You're like, okay, wait, what are we even?
Wait, were the people fake or was the moon fake? What was not real? So
I think the whole world's a sham now.
The whole world's a sham. I'm glad you're here with me.
Yeah. I'm
glad you saw that with me. I'm glad you watched that video with me of Hillary Clinton claiming that she wanted to put people into formal reprogramming training.
Oh, I want to live in a happy little bubble, and you in your swiveling office chair are just always pulling me out of it.
Yeah, I dropped down from the heavens on the wings of black conspiracy theorists.
I know.
Yeah, me and my black conservatives gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
We gotcha.
Yeah.
Once you go black, you get all into conspiracy
It's
theories.
Another world. Like if like you're a CNN person or like you like don't dabble with that stuff.
Oh, you're talking politics. You're not talking black right now. When you were like, it's a different world, and then you were like CNN. I'm like, 2 N's? There's 2? Okay, but you're talking politics.
Politics.
Now. Once you go CNN,
it's just like you don't hear any of the crazy stuff that you listen to. Like it's just a different world. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Yeah, it's
coming
wild.
from a girl that lives with one foot in one world and one foot in the other.
What are those 2 worlds you live? You put your foot in it. You got your foot in it, huh? Uh-huh. Yeah. So I got scared by our daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got to preface this with, we have identical twins.
Yeah.
And one of the things that you don't realize until you have identical twins is that you find identical twins creepy. Like not just you, not just me, but like society.
Yeah.
We all find identical twins
Babies
creepy.
react to them.
They do.
Like 6-month-old babies, like the one we know recently was just like looking at face to face. Like this is weird.
They don't have the words for it because they're babies, but they're for sure saying, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is, and we looked it up the other day, like me and the twins, because we were trying to figure out why in pop culture, why in media, twins are always creepy. So
Well, remember when they were babies? There's sorry, I interrupted
go
you,
ahead,
but
yeah.
when they were little and the reaction you'd get when you go out with them, like some cultures would be like, "You are so blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have been, and they wanted to be around them, they wanted to touch them, like like when you run into grandmas at like grocery stores,
Yeah.
like from other countries, and some would be like, "Oh my gosh, you're so blessed." Some were like, "Oh my God, stay away from me."
Yeah, get that away. Yeah, some people would react as if they were black teenagers watching Street Magic.
Yeah. Yeah.
They start running around
Whoa,
in
whoa,
circles. Like, oh, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they didn't. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's in us.
Yeah.
There's something rooted in us. And I think, so the twins and I, we looked it up. And we're trying to figure out, like, what is this? Well, why are identical twins creepy? And it plays on the fear of being copied and having your life taken over. Right? That, I mean, that's at least what they were saying.
Yeah, that's what.
There's like something to that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's even. I think there's something. I mean, I don't think that is not the case, but I think it's multifaceted.
Yeah. Did the girls admit that they're creepy? Were they like, "You creep me out" to each other?
No, I don't think it. I think identical twins are immune to it.
Yeah.
I think if you are a twin, you're immune to the identical. I think if you're a fraternal twin, you still get it.
Yeah.
I've been talking to some fraternal twins about it.
Yeah.
And they get it.
Yeah.
But they're also, here's the thing. Fraternal twins also have a little bit of jealousy towards identical twins.
Yeah. Because you're like, "Oh, you're a twin? Are you identical?" And they're like, "No." And you're like, "Oh, okay."
One of the biggest letdowns.
You have a brother or sister that's the same age as you. Cool.
Basically. Yeah, basically that's all it is. You just have a same birthday brother.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah, big whoop. Okay.
Yeah. You guys aren't connected. Like, you don't feel each other's pain. Get out of here.
Yeah, but they both feel your disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and also we're always scaring each other in the house. We scare each other in the house a lot. It's a big thing for us. It's a big theme. I'm probably the best. I am the best at it. I'm not. There's no probably about it. There's no. I would.
You
say,
also have the most opportunities, I think, because we're always
because
clumped.
I'm a black man.
Yes, and it's dark.
Because I'm an identified black man.
That too.
Yeah, a lot of Hark who goes there in this house. Hark player who goes there. But
because I like corral the children up to bed and stuff,
Mhm.
and you come up a little bit later, so like I feel like we're primed. Like you have a lot of.
Yeah, but you're not giving me credit for having recently invented the face-to-face scare. Right? You're acting like I'm completely relying on a specific schedule that I pull myself out of.
Shock and awe.
Yeah.
You're not Steven Seagal us, is what you're saying.
It's not all Steven Seagal, right? Some of it is like, I'm just changing the moment drastically in a second and terrifying people, right? So I'm always on guard because everybody wants revenge. Everybody's trying to get back at me, right?
Yes.
It doesn't really happen. I always hear, we have wood floors. I
We
hear
have a creaky
everybody
house.
creeping up on me, right?
Yeah.
A lot of creeping up on Dad.
We have a dog.
We have a dog who's constantly alerting.
But not always. Our dog is. Go ahead.
Well,
I don't need. That's
well,
neither here nor there. We have a wonderful dog.
It sounds like you're upset that our dog isn't afraid of unidentified black men. It's like we trained her. She's not getting upset because it's me.
No, I'm upset because our dog is kind of like what's the word? Like she doesn't always know what's going. Like it's way too easy for me to distract her from seeing like other dogs outside and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's really she's not the most observant of dogs.
Okay, I would disagree with that. I would say that she's spot on.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So we'll debate that another day.
Okay. And neither here nor there.
We'll have to get her in here.
Yes.
Speak for herself. So yeah. So I think it wasn't too late at night, but the kids were supposed to be in bed, and I was in the bathroom, and I think one of them had to go to the bathroom, and they were waiting for me to be done, right? Because it's that like I get it too, because like I think I was like I started and stopped the faucet multiple times. It sounded like I was finishing up, but it was for a while, And I opened the door, not expecting to see one of our twins there, right? And this is how I know, and it scared the shit out of me. And it not only did it scare, like, 'cause she had like a normal face. Like, she wasn't trying to scare me, but she was tired. She was like waiting. She was impatient, and like, if you are not expecting to see somebody and you open up a door and there's like an impatient person standing right there,
yeah,
it's terrifying.
Yeah, you're like, all that was between me and that person was this wood door, this wood slab. Like, that's crazy.
It is crazy. And immediately, like, it was like, it scared the shit out of me. And my first reaction was, where's the other one? It was like instantaneous. Where are those creepy fuckers? Where are they both at? You know? I had to turn around in the bathroom. Is she here? Is she in the bathroom? Like, what is this?
That's funny because I guess, like, now that I think about it, I like am never like, if I know where one is, I'm always like, where's the other one? Like, where's your sister?
It is.
Like, I need to know where the other one is.
And it's not even about like family roll call either.
No.
It's just like,
where's
she could be bopping you in the head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, one's distracting you, the other's bopping you in the head.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the fear of identical twins.
I don't want to be bopped in the head.
I don't want to be bopped. These are some they're boppers.
They're bopping.
They're boppers.
Yeah.
We're chakra bopping right now. That's it. That's
All
a
right.
societal chakra pop.
Yeah.
That's a fear chakra pop for society. That's a societal chakra pop.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I feel okay with that.
That worked, right?
Yeah, that worked.
I feel like that worked.
Yes.
All right. So now we're moving on to the second chakra, right? And the second chakra is the pelvis chakra, and that has to deal with like pleasure and guilt, right? And on the podcast, what we do when we're interviewing people is this is the apology chakra for a chance for somebody to. So really, you know, that's kind of how we theme it as the apology chakra. So what in the world of apologies that struck you?
Ooh, nothing pops to mind right away. Apologies.
I got something that pops
You got
to mind
something?
right away.
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I know this is a recurring theme for us, right? Jada Pinkett Smith is out of control.
Is she still talking? I haven't heard anything lately.
This woman won't stop talking.
Yeah?
She just keeps talking.
Does she?
And it's like, I don't think she has in the last like 3 or 4 years, she has not come out of her mouth and said anything that wasn't directed at destroying Will Smith.
Yeah.
She hates him.
Yeah.
She hates that man. She's got to stop it.
Why do you think they just don't go their separate ways?
Well, Will Smith is a perfectionist. I have his book, his audio book. I haven't fully listened to it. I didn't like the fact that he was the one narrating it. Like, I wanted to learn the hot goss about him, but not have him know that I'm learning it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's tough. It's tough trying to get the gossip on somebody. You're like, I'm like, I was like rubbing my hands together, getting ready to listen to it.
Yeah.
And it was his voice doing that. I was like, oh, maybe he's just doing the intro, and I'm still rubbing my hands like, ooh, I can't wait till this narrator comes on and tells you all this hot gossip about Will Smith. And it was him. And he is dishing out the goss, but I just don't like that he knows I know.
Oh.
You know, it's weird. I don't like it.
Okay.
I need somebody else dishing the hot goss on somebody.
Okay.
I can't have the person doing it.
Yeah.
Right? So if you listen to Will Smith, he's a perfectionist, and he just doesn't want to have the perception that he failed at marriage.
Okay.
So at least from his angle, that's why he's sticking it out.
Yeah.
I think Jada Pinkett Smith is sticking it out because there's something in her that desperately wants to torture a man.
Mm-hmm.
And she has one of the most successful men in Hollywood almost ever to torture. And I think it gives her a sense of power and gratification, right? So if you don't know this, I know this because I am on top of all black news, conspiracy theory or otherwise.
You are. It's right? Very impressive.
I guess it'd be impressive. I guess if you look at me and watch the way I move, you're not like, that guy is up to date with black news.
He does have a swivel chair, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm moving from screen to screen, checking out black news. So you probably heard about this. Tupac's killer. Well, maybe his killer hasn't been found, but somebody has been indicted for his murder.
I did hear that.
Right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, or if you remember this, but Jada Pinkett Smith is in love with Tupac.
Okay.
They dated
Okay.
years ago, right around the time, like right before she met Will Smith. She wanted to be with Tupac. Tupac was married to the game. He did not love Jada Pinkett Smith, but he was married to the game. He couldn't be with her.
Yeah.
He a thug.
Okay.
He a thug. Thugs don't fall in love. Not at that age.
Yeah.
He was too young.
Okay.
Right? She got with Will Smith, which when I look back at it now, I think it might have partially been to make Tupac jealous. She got this gangster rapper that she wants to be with, who was showing love. They grew up together.
Her and Tupac. They
grew up together. And they were really close. She might have lost her virginity to him, at least the way she talks.
And then she got with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The freshest of the princes.
Yeah.
Right? She gets with the freshest of the princes. And it was to make Tupac jealous.
Yeah.
She was like, she got with another rapper.
Yeah.
To make Tupac. Like, oh, you gonna get with this candy ass, soft ass, motherfucking swivel chair ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tupac's a leather chair man.
Oh yeah.
That's a leather chair man. And Will Smith is probably more my speed.
The swivel chair.
Probably a swivel chair guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked. She gets with Will Smith. They have kids together and everything. But she never stops letting Will Smith know that she would have rather been with Tupac. She's always talking about Tupac, comparing Tupac, like her greatest love. She has voiced in front of Will Smith. She's dished out see, and I should be more comfortable learning the gossip from Will Smith, because she is definitely comfortable dishing the gossip about Will Smith to Will Smith.
Man, that's a lot of gossip that he has to deal with in his life. A lot of
the red table talk was exactly that.
Yeah.
It was, I want to talk shit about you in front of you. Is that cool?
Yeah.
I guess it's cool. We name it.
Yeah.
We name it, I guess, and put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? So when they indicted Tupac's killer, she posted something like now I can finally or something, like it was like it was like one of those types of posts. I forget exactly what the quote was.
Yeah. But
it was something in the vein of like, thank God, like this is doing something for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't like it.
No. You feel for Will Smith,
I feel for Will Smith.
Yeah.
Like, and it also makes me think of like all the people, like the couples that are like, they had their celebrity crushes and they talk about their celebrity crushes with each other. No.
Yeah.
I don't accept that. I don't like it.
No hall passes? No
hall pass. No hall, because you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't give you. You're a good person.
Yeah.
You know? Like I don't want somebody to find you and then you to have in your mind like, yeah. First of all, if your hall pass isn't Jason Momoa, I don't even know what the fuck we're doing. Right?
What kind of chair do you think he has?
Oh man, he looks like he
sits
smells
on a rock.
like leather. He doesn't need a leather chair. He is leather. He's made of leather.
Yeah.
He's made of the finest leather. Jason Momoa is a leather man. He could sit on a rock.
Mm-hmm.
He can sit on a rock, but like he sits on a rock with like one knee in his thigh, the other one like really off. You know what I mean? And just like holds court.
Yes.
He makes that and then when he like, you're looking at him sitting on that rock, you're like, man, if I had that rock, people would respect me like they respect him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he like gets off the rock and you sit on it and you're like, this hurts.
Yeah.
How does he do this? So if it isn't Jason Momoa, I don't know what we're doing, right? Or Thor. What's Thor's name?
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
It's either Jason Momoa or Thor. If it's not those two, it's like, what the fuck are we? But no, don't have a celebrity crush. Don't have a celebrity crush, but please don't crush on Jason Momoa or Thor. Right?
But those are the only acceptable
ones. Those are the only acceptable options.
Don't do it.
Don't do that. That's fucked up. But if you do it, it has to be them, right? And it's like, who am I? Who are you? We don't know what life is gonna hold for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
They play athletes in film. They're heroes, superheroes. Mm-hmm. You could be considered a real life superhero. Mm-hmm. You know? Who knows what type of crossover that would have? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Too many. Like, listen. will likely never cross paths with either one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like my odds. Don't like it. No
Right.
celebrity crushes.
All right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And she has like a celebrity, I wish I was with him instead of you.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Right? And also too, if you have one of those, I don't ever want to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like that's like their world that they live in, right? So that's like she's like, hey, you're not my true love.
Mm-hmm.
Like my true love died, and I'm with you.
Yeah.
Because he's dead.
I can't help it. My soulmate died. I have to be with somebody.
Yeah.
Can it be you, please? Will Smith, can it please be you?
Yeah.
Like I don't have a soulmate.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah.
but when we die, I'm gonna go find my soulmate.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Like in this life, we'll be together.
It's like,
but
we gonna part at death.
yeah. Don't find me in the
that
next
was the
lifetime.
only vow they said.
Yeah.
No, don't even worry about that sickness and health shit. I just want to when I die, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my.
Yeah.
She needs to apologize.
She needs to apologize.
She needs to apologize.
Yeah.
She's gotta.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
I think you put it out there.
You think I put it out there?
Yeah, I think that's a good one to put out there.
But how do you think that section worked?
Oh yeah. No, I like that.
Right?
I like that. Yeah.
I feel like it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's a chakra pop.
It's very good.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna pop Jada Pinkett Smith's chakra.
No, you can't. She's all tied up somewhere in there.
Also, too, it's like I don't think it's right to pop another woman's chakra.
That's fair. You'd just be piling on Will Smith. Doesn't he have enough already?
He does, but knowing Jada Pinkett Smith, she probably has that chakra in the air. She's probably looking for anybody.
Yeah, she'll invite anybody over to pop it.
Yeah, she's letting anyone. She lets anyone pop her chakras.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, she's a bad person. She's a
bad burrito,
person.
huh?
Yeah. She's a bad burrito. She's a bad burrito.
Mm-hmm.
Letting anybody pop that chakra.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Put your chakra down.
Cover it up.
Cover up that chakra.
Put it away.
Please, Jada.
Close it up.
If you don't close up that damn chakra, we got company over.
Jada.
Yeah. All right, we did that.
Yes.
That is a chakra pop.
Yes.
We did it.
Did it.
The world just now feels more relaxed.
Yeah, I mean, because Will Smith's been having a hard go of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to cut him a little slack, you know?
He doesn't even look like the man he used to look like.
No.
He looks neutered.
Yeah.
He looks like something has softened him.
Mm.
You know, he's trying to figure out, how do I get back to being welcome to Earth? You know, he's like he wants to be Independence Day Will Smith.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not.
No.
He's like one of those Will Smith characters that cries a lot now. You know?
Yeah.
Like he's pursued of happiness, Will Smith.
Yeah.
But not when things started going well. He's
No. The
he's
bad
down
time.
and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this will turn things around for him.
This podcast, this episode of this podcast.
Yes.
I think this
if enough people believe, like he's
Yes.
like a little like Tinkerbell. Like we all just need to believe a little bit in Will Smith, and maybe his shine will come back.
I don't think you're the only person that thinks Will Smith is a little Tinkerbell, if you know what I'm saying. I think a lot of this is speculation that he might be a little Tinkerbell, and that's why he's letting all this stuff happen. And he's still holding on to the idea of him being a Hollywood leading man. And you don't see, you know.
Man, don't you? I feel like Hollywood would celebrate the heck out of him and put him on the cover of every magazine.
Yeah, but he was Ali.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
He was Independence Day.
I know. But Hugh Jackman gets away with it.
Gets away with what?
Isn't he a Tinkerbell? And Wolverine?
I don't know if Hugh Jackman is full Tinkerbell. I think he just also loves theater.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I think he might just be a classically trained actor. He could very well be a Tinkerbell for all I know. But he might just also be classically trained.
See, it doesn't bother me, though. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, when I found out that he was on Broadway, I didn't like the fact that he was Wolverine anymore.
Right. Yeah.
See?
I know.
Wolverine can't be a Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, Tinkerbell. Chakra pop.
Popped.
That's a chakra pop.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So now we're moving on to the next chakra. But this works.
Yes.
So far this works. So far this is something that we could do every week.
Yeah.
Right? We can do this week in and week out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it doesn't mean, by the way, if you're listening, that we're not gonna have guests anymore.
Yes, we can do it all, guys. It's okay.
Get you a podcast that can do both.
Yeah, we're gonna expand.
We want to make sure that this is your one-stop shop for the pop.
Yeah. You get popped in a lot of different ways.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll definitely have guests again. But I want to make it so that when we have guests, it feels like a treat.
Yeah, you guys have just been eating all the cookies, and you need to get a little self-control.
Yeah.
And those are treats, and it'll be good.
And a full disclosure, booking comedians for a thing is like wrangling blind cats. It is so hard.
Yeah.
And it's like just getting one comedian to solidify one date to do a thing. Mm-hmm. It feels impossible. I don't feel like it's going to happen until we're done the podcast. Because at any moment they can be like, yo, I gotta go. You know what I mean? It's like at any moment.
Yeah.
So we're moving on to the next chakra.
Yes. And
this is the third chakra. I think this is the sacral chakra. Mm. And this has to deal with your confidence and your self-esteem, and we call it the disappointment chakra. Mm-hmm. So when we have a guest, we typically ask somebody how they learn to overcome this, or how do they overcome disappointment. Mm-hmm. So in the world of disappointment, what has struck you?
Are we doing personal things and public things?
It's whatever, however it works for you.
Yeah.
We're not gonna pigeonhole ourselves to have to be personal every time.
Yeah.
Because that's too hard. Now we're back to square one.
Trying to pop.
How are we going to do this every week?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you got?
Well, I guess I do have a personal one for that because of my jiu-jitsu match last night.
Oh, yes. Speak on it, girl.
So I had a fight to win last night, and I was going against an opponent that I've gone against before. And she's beat me a couple times. I've beat her once, and so we know each other's game plan. So I went in and I had a match that I felt very good about. Mm-hmm. At the end, we're waiting for them to raise. There was no submission. So at the end, it's a ref's decision, and we're waiting on the stage. They're talking, it's taking a little bit like a conversation between the judges. And I was just like, I'm going to get my hand raised, you know? And it comes back over and they give the match to her. Yeah. And, so that was disappointing. That was, but it was a lot of emotions because I was like, still those feelings that I was having before they raised her hands of like, I did my game plan. I did a good job. I didn't get armbarred. Like I did what I said I wanted to come out here and do. Like they were all there too. But then you had to layer the, disappointment of like, well, you did not win that fight. But I feel like we've talked about this a little bit about like, you gotta, I can't think of the expression. You got to eat your words at that moment, right? Because like I've said, and I've said, it's not about this event. It's not about winning or losing. It's about getting better. It's about growing. It's about, doing better. And like all of that happened. So. Yeah. And the universe was like, you think so? Yeah. So it felt like a challenge.
Yeah,
it was
let's see if you can stand by this.
Yeah. So, and it's like, okay, let's see how you feel about this. Let's see if you really, really can live what you've been preaching, Mm-hmm. So I've been, processing that.
Yeah, and we're gonna get a fight commentary for the Patreon soon. We'll do that fight commentary on that one, and we might actually put that one free to the public, just so they can get an idea of what we do on the Patreon with these fight commentary and analysis things. So, just to add a little more color to what we're talking about. So there was a rule set, right? And the rules were, of course, if you get a submission, the match is over. You got a submission. It's over. But the rules for if you don't get a submission, how the judges are going to be determining who was the winner. If you get a deep submission that they get out of, but it's a deep submission, it's like a very threatening submission, you get 5 points. If it's a shallow submission, just like a barely submission attempt, you get 1 point. And then there was like overall domination. Yeah.
Positional dominance.
Positional dominant.
Is how they wrote it. Yeah.
Yeah. You think I was like you know, like
overall domination.
Yeah. Like
Well, I didn't do
home.
that, Sidney. I didn't go over there like you stand over them backstage like, this is mine.
Yeah, they're gonna eat that and like grab it and just start eating their lunch.
I dominated them all before this match.
For 3 weeks before this match, I've been doing nothing but dominating this person, and you're telling me I lost? Like, how are you telling me I lost? I'm wearing her boots. Like, what do you mean I lost? She doesn't want me wearing them.
That would be a fun sport.
That would be a fun sport. You can there's like a month.
Yeah.
You get a month, and who can dominate the other person more?
Yeah.
After 30 days, and you have to like at the end of 30 days, you have to come with the inventory your dominance of each person to see who won.
Just show up dressed like them.
Yeah.
I am them now. It took their life.
Get all their like every time they get a phone call, it gets forwarded to your phone. Oh my gosh! I have to ask you this question now. If you had 30 days to dominate me, like what would you do? Like what things would you do to dominate me? I would, because here's what I would do to you. I would wear your bra and underwear outside of my clothes. And I would parade around in your bra and underwear outside of on the outside of my clothes. And I would just like mock you. I would do an impression of you that is nothing like you at all, but I would get the kids on board with it. And every time like, oh, he's doing mom again. Yeah, that's how I would kick it off. I would have to that's how I would start, and I would wait to see what you did to dominate me back. Yeah, and then I would up it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what would you... So I'm wearing your bra and underwear outside my clothes everywhere we go.
Every time you sit down to eat something, I'm taking your food or your drink.
Okay.
Just taking it and I'm licking it. I'm just owning your food.
Yeah. I'm gonna last bite you. I'm gonna wait till you're eating that last bite and smack it out of your hand. That recently happened to one of our daughters, by the way. Did she tell you about that? Yeah, her friend at school last bited her.
Smacked it right out of her hand?
Yeah, smacked it, and she was like... And it was the day after, so... You made those ham sandwiches. Our daughters love turkey sandwiches. Yeah. You made a ham sandwich for them one day.
They didn't like it.
And both of them decided they're not eating a fucking ham sandwich. They took an identical bite out of their sandwich and they were like, no. No, which is, again, a testament to the creepiness of identical twins, right? And so it was the next day, they got the turkey sandwiches again. Our daughters love turkey sandwiches. Like the turkey hoagies, they're all about turkey hoagies. And she had the last bite, and her friend smacked it out of her hand. She was telling me how it was breaking her brain because she wanted that bite so bad. Yeah, she was just enamored by the fact that she was about to take that last bite of that turkey sandwich after having to bite that ham sandwich yesterday. But then once it got smacked out of her hand, she thought it was so funny because of the context. Because she knew how badly she wanted it. Yeah. So it was funny that it got smacked out of her hand. So she didn't know what to do. Yeah. She just she glitched. she glitched.
That's funny.
But yeah, so I'll last bite you. I'll last bite you a little bit.
I'm gonna have to think on this. I don't know. I'm gonna mess up all of your systems. I'll move all of your your underwear to your bottom drawer and your stuff to the top drawer. I'll move all your clothes to the wrong places.
When you first said I'm going to mess up all your systems, I don't got no goddamn systems.
You have systems.
I do have systems.
I'm going to take your shirts folded the way you like them and fold them in the bad way.
The bad way. Fold your shirts in the bad way. Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, I
know. You dominated me. You folded all my shirts in the bad way. Did you put them back in the same drawer?
Yeah. They're not folded how you like them, though.
What the? Yeah. All right. Good little domination. Good little domination. But wait, what were we talking about before this?
About the fight
the fight.
Yeah.
The fight. So
positional
dominance. I guess if those things are tied, so if either neither one of them got a deep submission or both of them got a deep submission, one deep submission. If neither one of them got a shallow submission or so it's when it comes to a tie in all of the categories, we're going to defer to positional dominance. Like, these are the rules of the fight.
Yeah.
And so it felt like under their rules of the fight, it felt like there was no way that you could not take home the judge's decision.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
But I did it.
But you didn't, you know?
Yeah.
And here's the thing, you know, with the universe throwing that at you to make you actually have to be a person who's all about getting better and not about wins or losses.
Yeah.
You know, it was against an opponent, though, like you said, she's beat you a couple times, you beat her once, but she's an awesome person.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So we still don't know. The universe, like, didn't really test you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that would suck even more if it was against somebody that you're like, oh, that person.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It would have sucked for me. Like,
yeah.
And your,
yeah,
as your coach.
I'm still happy for her. I'm happy that, like, yeah.
So it's like, so did the universe test you, or or it's like,
you think I shouldn't, like, question it? You think I should be like,
no, I think you should start being about wins and losses.
Yeah.
It was like, just to make sure this is what you're saying you want. Here's a little taste of it. Is that what you want?
No.
No, I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
No.
I very much did not like that. I wanted to win.
Yeah.
You know, we had already. It was crazy. As soon as the match was over, we had already accepted our win.
Yeah, it's funny. We got, because it's a little bit of a delay. Like, I was thinking about how funny this was. There's a delay on, like, it's broadcast. So people watching it, there's a delay. Yes. So, like, we get off the stage after being like, okay, I didn't win that. And we get texts that are like, great job. Like, you killed it. Yeah. And then it was like, what the fuck?
That was so funny. Because you knew exactly how long the delay was.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're probably more disappointed than us.
Yeah.
We at least didn't send out any text messages about it and then have to we're talking eating your words.
Yeah, yeah.
Goodness gracious. They actually have, man, that's wild.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Right? And then look out for, subscribe to our Patreon, by the way. We're also going to have a counter to this podcast, Chakra Poppers After Dark, where we're going to get into popping the world's dark chakras. We're going to figure that out today as well.
Okay.
But the fight commentary and analysis stuff, we're going to be doing that more. And we got some really fun matches to show you guys, to show you Ansley's positional dominance. And that's a chakra pop.
Yes.
We did it again.
Yes.
Easy.
Yeah.
Right? Easy peasy?
Yeah.
All right. So the next chakra is the heart chakra. We're moving along.
Yeah.
And the heart chakra deals with love and compassion, right? The way that we've been doing it on the podcast is we've been asking people what they have learned from grief, right? But we want to make sure that we're being as broad with these chakras as possible. So it can be grief, it can be love, it can be compassion. Is there anything in the world of grief, love, and compassion that has struck you recently?
See, I'm gonna have to think about that for a second. If you have something, I'm okay with taking your route. I don't know. I just immediately think about our family when I start thinking about love.
Gay.
I know.
Gay. Are you tearing up? We haven't even started talking yet. What are you doing? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, do you have something, or do you want me? I have something.
No, I mean, I can just, like, briefly talk about all the love fest we had at the kids' promotions.
That's what I was thinking about.
That was fun.
That was a crazy,
like, watching
love fest.
kids cry from getting promoted and the excitement of that.
And it wasn't their promotion that was making them cry. They were, like, excited for the 5-year-olds that were getting stripes on their belts, and it was just like, it was a love fest is the perfect way to put it.
It was
like
love fest.
Yeah.
A room full of people who could like if you took people from, like, the greater society and matched a person up with somebody their size and age.
Yeah.
Everybody in that building would murder the person they got matched up with. Blubbering. Yeah. Snot crying. like almost like tragically swallowing their own bottom lip crying.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It was, teary eyes left and right.
It was beautiful.
It was very sweet. And right after they all got done doing 2 hours of trying to murder each other and break each other's arms and choke each other.
And that probably had a lot to do with it. The defenses were down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
it's all out. It was like flushed, and it was like
that like everybody like was susceptible to uncontrollable crying and COVID.
Yeah.
Or the immune system.
Yeah.
I don't know if the immune system is what stops you from crying. But right, because it is right.
Yeah,
because you're not immune to not crying. I guess. You're it's getting you.
Yeah,
you got your heartstrings tugged. You weren't immune.
No,
it got you. Your immune system. Oh man, that's a funny thing to think about.
Did you catch the one little kid when they called his name? He said, "Who? Me?"
Yeah.
Like, oh. He like
adorable.
looked behind him. He was like, "Me?"
Yeah, that almost got me.
Yeah,
that almost got me. But at the same time, it was like, get your shit together, little kid. You don't know your name. Yeah.
Did you tear up at all? Did you get watery eyed?
I didn't. And it was
you rock.
Well, no. Also, neither did our kids really.
No, our kids didn't tear.
Our son, he didn't get a belt. He got a stripe. And our twins got their belts together, which was creepy. And they love they love creepiness and horror and shit.
Yeah.
So it was like I did enjoy watching them. They had a lot of joy.
Yeah.
They had a lot of joy.
Yeah.
But the two of them, their immune system was too strong together.
Yeah. Yeah.
It couldn't get them.
It did not get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to start separating them and give them shit.
They
can't receive accolades at the same time anymore.
No.
We got to make them cry. We got to prove that our kids can cry.
Yeah.
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 So, but yeah.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Families working hard, growing.
Yeah.
Supporting each other.
I loved it.
I
loved every bit of it.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's a chakra pop.
Yeah.
It's a chakra pop. And see, now that we know how this works, think about how easy it would be to prepare for this every week, to have like a little thing.
Yeah, it's almost like a gratitude journal.
It is. It is very much. Yeah, the Chakra Popper gratitude journal.
Yeah.
Or at least that section.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it might not be that way every time. Well, it's definitely not going to be that way on the Patreon.
Yeah. But not all gratitude, but it's your little weekly journal. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah, it'd be very important to be able to dig into yourself to find at least one thing you have gratitude for. Mm-hmm. And now we have that challenge ahead of us every week.
On it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And on the Patreon, it's going to be literally the opposite. So, so please subscribe to the Patreon if you want us to see us dish that tea. I think maybe the question on the Patreon would be like, who doesn't deserve love?
Yeah.
Who should have love and compassion taken away from them this week? But as for now, as per this episode, we're talking about a chakra pop.
Yes.
That's a chakra pop.
Yes.
Right? And now we can move on. And again, as we are developing this, it's going to be a little smoother as we're transitioning into this type of format. We're going to do this a few times in a row before we have a guest again. I want us to get this down a little bit, and then we'll get back to having guests again.
Okay.
Right? And so now we're moving on to one of my favorite chakras on the podcast.
You comedians love these.
I love this. So this is the throat chakra.
Uh-huh.
Right? Now, this has to deal with expression.
Uh-huh.
Has to deal with trust, honesty, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And when we have a guest that we're interviewing, if you're familiar with it, you already know, but if you're coming to us for the first time now and you're getting this, so when we have a guest on, we always ask the guest, what is your favorite lie to tell or that you've told? But you get extra karmic points if it's a lie that's still in rotation. Mm-hmm. Can I sip your water?
Yeah. From the straw. Right from the straw.
Positional dominance, people. I just sipped her water right out of her hand. Mm-hmm. I should have let you hold the cup. That would have been positional dominance. That would have been
positional dominance.
Man, I'm not good at this.
No.
I'm getting better.
When did you remember when you were in college and you hit a cup out of my hand?
Yeah, let's sip you. We weren't ready for that yet.
No.
I was 23 years too early with that one.
Yeah, you did dabble in positional dominance a little too early.
I did dabble a little too early in positional dominance over you.
Yes. That is not an early relationship game.
No, but it worked. 3 kids later,
Yeah.
we're still here.
I don't know. Maybe it, like you got to stick around because you're like, I can't let that person have positional
Yeah, you've been trying to
dominance
get me back for 23 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I purposely don't enjoy anything I consume around you. Straight face, just taking it in. You don't know, would it be worth it? You know? But so what in the world of expression, trust, truth, or honesty has struck your attention?
So I talked to you about this a little bit. So when our children talk to me about, like sexual things
Uh-oh.
or,
Uh-oh.
you know, like sex itself or, you know, those type of things. So our son recently was asking me, we got there in a roundabout way, but the question came down to like that there are doctors that help people get bigger penises.
Mhm.
And why do these men need bigger penises? Like, why is everybody wasting their time giving men giant penises? Like, what are these men even going to do with their giant penises?
This is our son's question, not yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, I was hoping it was yours. Oh, no. Wait, so you know? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. I didn't know you knew this. Oh, no. Yeah.
And, you know, so that puts you in a place where you want to be honest with your children.
Mhm.
You know, like, you don't want to sweep it under the rug and you want to be like, well, you know, men want big penises because it's kind of like a status symbol and you get attention from women for it.
Yeah, positional dominance.
And you know, and for the sex, they want the big penis for the sex.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, why would a woman want a giant penis for sex? And I'm like, oh boy, these are a lot of questions.
Finn, you and me both, kid. That is the question, if you don't mind me saying so. I think you're on the right track, son. And I think we need to get to the bottom of this. And I think society needs to change. Man, that is tough, though, because when you're a little boy, you don't, and that's not on your radar, right?
Mm.
And when you're thinking about your penis, you're pretty happy that your penis is sleek.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A big old thing whacking back and
no,
forth.
Man, I got a sleek penis that's not going to get snagged on things when I'm jumping over fences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I need something that's going to help me sneak around. I don't want something in the way.
Yeah.
You know, what about sleek? Does anybody want sleek penises? Mom, do you know any women that want sleek penises?
Not so much chatter about the sleek penis.
Yeah, nobody wants like a quiet, sneaky, not gonna make an impact type of penis. No. You know, nobody wants like a penis that has like a very low carbon footprint. Yeah, that is mind rattling.
Mm-hmm.
When you're coming into that stage.
Okay.
And you're like, whoa, why didn't nobody I could have been preparing. I don't know. Like, I needed to know earlier.
Yeah.
You know, once you find out that big penises are preferred, you're like, I am already behind the 8 ball. This is what?
That I can see that because like boobs are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't even remember learning about boobs as a kid. You
No.
know, like our kids watch these animes where there's like boobs, like, you know what the preferred female body is.
Yeah,
you know, that's
those.
Yeah, that's not a secret. It's everywhere in society. But
Everywhere.
like, yeah, people aren't, you know, the big penis, like there's not too many, like, you're not seeing bulges in cartoons. Like there's not
they're
as
rude.
much.
Bulges are rude.
Yeah.
You know, walking around with like your penis out is rude.
Yes, it is.
There's no way to know.
Yeah, you tell your children that often. Like,
Yeah.
you know, put that away.
As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be shocked if, as a little boy, you were convinced that you were supposed to not have a penis at all.
Right?
Right?
Hide that.
I wouldn't be like, oh dear God, why would, yeah, it makes total sense. Like, the penis is like a very put that away type of thing.
Yes. Yeah. You never get told to bring that out.
Yeah, and it's like,
Bring a penis to the party. Nobody ever said that.
not once. I don't think I've ever heard that. I honestly don't think I've ever heard that.
No.
I've never heard, will it be dicks there? Do you know what I mean? I've never heard that.
Yeah.
You know? Because even like, you'd be like, oh, there are going to be chicks there? Yeah, there'll be chicks there, but tits and ass though?
Mm.
I mean, like, what kind of chicks are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Are they fucking? Are they tits and are they fucking?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody's like, are there gonna be guys at the party? But yeah, there's gonna be guys at the party. Are they fucking? DTF guys? Are there gonna be DTF guys at the party? Because if not, I'm not going.
Yeah. Who wants to go to that party?
That's every party, by the way.
That is every party.
That's literally every party.
Yeah.
Whether you know it or not.
Yeah.
Every D that shows up to that party is TF.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. So wait, so this was honesty.
There's
right?
honesty and
This was
expression, like
honesty and expression.
yeah, communication.
Yeah. I think big penis is a terrible expression. And I think as a society, we need to find new ways to express ourselves genitalia-wise. That's how I feel about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You agree that the doctors are just wasting, the scientists are just wasting their time?
Dude, that is a waste of science. What are they doing?
Yeah.
They could be solving so many other problems, like how to make tits bigger. we got that.
Mm-hmm.
We got that.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty good at that.
Yeah. Or they make like tit flavored things. Yeah.
What would that taste like?
I don't know, but a lot of people wouldn't even know. You just give them like, black licorice flavor.
Ew.
That's what tits taste
Rubbery.
like. Yeah.
Rubbery.
Yeah, suck on that. That's like sucking on tits. Dude, when I was down at Skankfest, shout out Skankfest, by the way. What a great time. Las Vegas was another great time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This year, great shows. Really fun interfacing with the fans and people that enjoy what I do. Was, a lot of people said a lot of nice things about you.
Wonderful.
A lot of like congratulations, a lot of like expecting you to press on.
Yeah.
Get those wins.
Yeah.
I loved feeling. I loved being the conduit.
Yeah.
To transfer that message back to you. And
much appreciated.
So we went to a strip club. It was like the last day.
Well, you didn't tell me this.
I didn't tell you this.
You saw titties and didn't report back on them?
That is true. Oh man. I'm so sorry. They weren't the most reportable back titties, though.
No.
It was. I was really.
Las Vegas strip club is like, why are these boobies inside and not outside?
I think. So again, let me add some color to this. So at the end of every night at Skankfest, it was Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Right. Thursday night is just kind of the intro day. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, shows all day. And at the end of each day, there's an after party at 1 a.m. at the strip club.
Oh.
The Sunday night after party at the strip club was Philly's night to host the after party.
Mm-hmm.
So I went. I went that night. I went on Sunday night. And mostly I went because I wanted to see how a Las Vegas strip club is going to compete with Greater Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm. The Las Vegas Strip.
The Strip. We were on Fremont Street. I mean, there's boobies everywhere.
Yeah.
Plus size boobies everywhere.
Yeah.
All like every body type with every type of titty.
Yeah.
On that body
Saturated.
type.
Las Vegas is saturated with the booby.
I think per capita, the most titties per capita.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere else, maybe except for like Mardi Gras. Like
yeah.
A specific.
But
that's a very specific time.
Yeah.
Right. This is
24/7.
This is 24/7 titty. Right. And so I'm like, how is Las Vegas how are the strip clubs gonna compete with that? And it doesn't even seem that they try.
Yeah.
It was just a strip club.
Do they have really good wings? Like, I
didn't stay there long enough to eat the food. I would try to go to the ATM because I was going to participate in strip club culture for a little bit. You could only get $100 out.
What denomination did it give you? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Did it give you like?
I didn't. I'm not.
You didn't see anybody do it?
Well, yeah. Tim did it, but he was kind of annoyed at the fact. So he was like putting his money away right away.
You couldn't see it.
And then he would walk past. He's like, "I don't know if you get $100 out."
And
I was like, "No, well, I don't want to participate in strip club culture that much."
Yeah, that's a lot of participation.
I don't even want that much money on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In Vegas.
Yeah.
I don't want $98 on me after I leave this strip club. That's too much money. That's too much cash to have on me walking around Vegas.
That's a crazy thing to do to an ATM.
Yeah, but I get it. I didn't even know that could happen.
Yeah.
But I get it. I get it for a strip club.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not mad at the idea. I think I in fact think it's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It encourages spending.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. And so I only stayed. I only stayed for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, just strip clubs really aren't my speed anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like at the end of their dances, they have to, you know, all the money gets thrown onto the stage, and then they get this giant squeegee and like squeegee all their money to like a spot on the edge of the stage, and then they walk off the stage and they get a bucket and they put their money in the stage, and as the other person's already up there dancing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I didn't like watching that.
No.
Yeah, it was something about that. It just didn't feel right.
Too much bending over in a thong.
And I don't even know if it was that, but it was like, and hear me all the way out. Right? Part of me was like, well, if you're willing to push a broom, why don't you just go find a you know, you don't, if you're willing to push a broom, I don't think you have to do this.
Yeah.
You know, some like, I'm sure there would be a guy out there that would love to love you.
Yeah.
You know? So that
okay.
I was struggling with that.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get past that.
Yeah.
And I was like, since I can't get past this, I should probably just go.
Yeah.
They're not gonna change how they pick up their money, because like, I'm not gonna, hey, it's really bumming me out the way you're picking up your money at the end of your dances. Is there something else you can do about that?
Fair.
Right?
Fair.
So but this is the last night of the festival. And on the last night of the festival is when like people find their posters typically, or like fans find the posters of the people they like. A fan found my poster and Ryan Shayner's poster, and they gave them to me. So and I gave Ryan his poster, but I had a poster in my hand the whole time, like a big rolled up poster in my hand, and I had that the whole time I was at the strip club. I left the strip club. As I was leaving, some of the people from Gas Digital were coming into the strip club, and Mike Harrington, who you know, he's on the Believe You Me podcast. He used to be the producer of Real Ass Podcast. He's in that world. He was coming there, and he asked me what poster I was holding, and him and another person thought that I don't know why they thought this. They took one look at me, saw me with a poster, and was like, he's got a naked lady. he's got a rolled up picture of a naked lady right there. Which I wasn't offended, but it was like that they like very casual, like, oh, can we see that naked lady you have in your hand? Can we see?
They just wanted you to share your naked lady too.
Like, oh, let's see her.
Yeah.
You know, it was like very like obviously this is a naked
yeah.
lady. And you know, explain it to him that, you know, obviously it's me. But we were laughing about the idea of bringing a poster of a naked lady to a strip club. And then Mike and I came up with a beautiful business plan.
Yeah.
Strip clubs that are BYOT.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just show up with the titties you like to look at.
Uh-huh.
And you just hang out with your boys and look at, like, you all have your own titties that you're looking at. Like, it could be
just
posters. Pictures, posters, look them on your phone. You know, you still get alcohol. People, you know, you tip the waitress.
Could you bring your lady? Could you bring a lady and just have her stand there?
I think that might, yeah, you could. But I think if you BYOT an actual lady, the tea that you brought is probably going to be for other people too. And now we're back to square one.
Yeah.
Now we're back to a strip club. You know, because I'm not gonna not look at your real lady titties while I have a picture, I have these anime tits, you know, that are drawn on an octopus lady.
It sounds like your BYOT sounds like something you should do for like 13-year-old boys, like boys that can't get into a strip club. They should be able to go to a hangout place with their dirty magazines and just all sit around and look at titties.
Yeah, let's say 18 to 21.
Okay.
Let's not try to get 13-year-old boys horny on this podcast. How about that? How about we not conspire to give 13-year-olds boners?
18 works.
Yeah, you want to give 18-year-old kids boners?
No.
Yeah, stay off my business plan. This is for the grown and sexy.
Okay, this is for like 50-year-old men that are kind of tired and worn out, but just want to go sit and look at it's like ladies looking at a sunset, men are looking at titties.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I just don't want all the rigmarole of a real person right now. You know?
Okay, I'm with you.
I just want to see my tees.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that what you would call it? See my tees?
See my tees?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a working title.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're off to a good start. If we don't come up with anything better,
Yeah.
it'll be See My T's.
Yeah.
See Your T's
Yeah.
or BYOTs.
BYOTs.
Listen,
Work
it's
on
all
it.
up in the air right now.
Okay.
We're figuring it out as we go.
Okay.
All right. And before we get off this particular chakra, again, we're on the throat chakra. We're about truth and expression right now.
Yes.
Right. By the way, I'm loving this. Are you having fun?
Yes.
I'm having a good time. So there was in Congress one of the this is what we're talking politics again. Right?
Yeah, I can tell.
We make a very strong effort to not be involved in politics.
We also make this face when we're talking it.
It's like, all right, I just said the word congressman. Oh no! Am I supposed to know what that means? But they were in some sort of deliberation, something about Trump. I don't know what it was. His current indictments, whatever was happening wasn't going well for the opposition of Trump. So one of the Congress people, they pulled a fire alarm.
Are you serious?
To end the session.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was a black guy.
Yeah.
And there's a video of it. He goes into the lobby and he pulls the fire alarm. And that ended the session. Everybody had to leave. So maybe the government doesn't have to shut down now, or maybe it will shut down.
Oh, yeah, we avoided that by narrow margin or something.
Yeah, by fucking
fire alarm margin. I didn't know it was fire alarm margin.
Yeah, that was the margin. That was like by that much.
Yeah.
And so he was saying that he did it by accident.
Nah, but there's a video of him like walking over to it
and pulling the fire alarm.
Liar, liar, pants on, not on fire?
It's a false pants on fire alarm. As a matter of fact, his pants are soaking wet. Yeah, it was definitely a false pants alarm, right? But he was saying he was trying to leave the building.
And he got confused.
But I think they had one of those doors where you have to like press a green button and it unlocks the door as you walk out. So that's what it was. And that's the lie that he was saying. He was saying he was trying to leave the building. But that's not why I love this lie, right? What do you think was his job before he became a congressman?
Oh, no.
He's a
fire marshal?
Not a fire marshal, although that would be absurd.
Yeah.
You're on the right track. What did he retire from?
The fire department?
Not the fire department.
Code enforcement? Doors. Did he make doors?
Was he a door?
A principal.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my! You nailed it.
Yes.
He was a retired principal.
Yes, he was.
How absurd is that? He doesn't know what a fire alarm looks like. Dude, one of your main jobs is fire drilling.
Yes.
And you don't know?
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
man.
Absurd.
Yeah.
Absurd.
Sounds like a principal, like a retired principal's move too.
It does.
Like one of those school. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything tracks.
Yeah.
With this guy.
Yeah.
So I liked it. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. It was a fun little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun little thing society gave us.
Yeah. Caught lying.
And I think that's a chakra popped.
Yes. Yes.
Right? I think we just popped the world's chakras, and we also might have fixed government.
Maybe.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
But we're moving that. We did that.
We did that.
We did that.
We expressed some truths.
Sleek penises are better than big penises.
Get on board, people.
We need to be on board with this.
Pictures of titties are just as good and less maintenance and hassle than real titties.
Listen, I know for me it's a lost cause, but it's for the next generation. It's for if you really care about the children. Do you want your daughter craving a giant penis? That's what I'm saying. Is that what you want? I don't want it either. All right, chakra popped and moving on. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
We are doing it.
Yes.
And all right, so now we're out of the physical chakras.
Mm-hmm.
We're into the metaphysical chakras now, right? We're into the third eye chakra.
Yeah.
Right. And the third eye chakra has to deal with intellect. It deals with like open-mindedness. It deals with the illusion of separation.
Got one for you.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Columbus Day.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me just so on the when we do interview a guest, the question that we ask them is, what is something that you thought was separate, but as you're getting older, you're learning that it's the same?
I used to think Columbus Day and Indigenous Person Day were different, but they're really just a holiday.
Please elaborate.
That's all I got. I don't know.
That's what you got. So Columbus Day is not Native American Person Day, or it is Native American Person
It
Day.
is. It's all the same. I don't know. I just think it's yeah, it's a little like, we don't have to spend too much time on this, but it's just funny to me how we're like, oh no, like our history, like Columbus wasn't a great guy, like let's stop celebrating him. Let's celebrate Indigenous people. But it's like, why did we stop celebrating Columbus? Oh, because he raped a few people and he like stole stuff. I think Indigenous people probably raped a few people and stole some things too. Like, if we're like trying to get away from like this history of when people were going into other people's lands and taking, I don't think we've gotten away from it. Like, that's kind of history of the world.
And this might be well tread.
Yeah.
As far as subject matter on a podcast is concerned.
Yeah.
Right? This might be well tread as far as, but I don't know if the natives were doing anything else.
Right?
Like historically.
Yeah. I mean, they were loving Mother Earth as well.
Oh, they were definitely loving Mother Earth. But they were really just trying, they were being as in tune with the environment as possible to make them more efficient at murdering their enemies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they were like listening to the wind for sure.
Yeah.
But they were also trying to hear, like, are the Navajo over there?
Yeah.
Let's go fuck them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
the Comanches, who are my favorite of the Native American tribes as far as what we know about them. And they specifically were trying to mutilate bodies so badly that they couldn't pass on happily to the next life.
I don't know how much mutilation that is, but that sounds like a lot of mutilation.
It sounds like a lot of mutilation. I mean, what do you have to? It's like whatever you believe gets you to the next life, you have to somehow undo that to this person in this life.
Yeah, that sounds pretty grotesque.
Yeah. So one of the, and they would constantly have to one up. They would have to one, because it's like
mutilate up.
Well, they had because, like, listen, and I don't know if this is the way they were thinking, but I think this might have something to do with it. So let's just say, in the next life, it's a clap thing, right? You get to the next life and you clap, right? And that's what kind of anchors you in the next world happily. Okay, well, I don't want this person to be in the next world happily.
No hands.
Got to cut their hands off.
Yeah, I feel like eyeballs are gone.
Well, for sure. We didn't even have to.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. But now you have to. You take their hands away.
What if I clap with my feet?
There you go. You see what I'm saying?
What if I clap with my tits?
Well, they were taking those to begin with. They were taking them and wearing them.
Yeah. Domination.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. You have to, anything that could possibly clap.
Yeah.
Has to be now.
Butt cheeks.
Yeah, you gotta take them cheeks. You gotta take them cheeks. The Comanches were taking them cheeks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Whether you liked it or not, they gotta take them. Right? And, or it could just like work up the arm.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you clap with your hands and then you clap with your nubs. Like, well, they can still clap with their nubs, and maybe whoever is gonna be, because a bunch of handless people came to the gate and they had to turn them away.
Yeah.
And then they probably felt bad about that. And like, well, maybe we can get them to clap with their nubs. So you have to just keep going up the body, right? And they got to a point where they were removing the tongue from people, eyes gone, poking out their ears, whatever, digging out their ears, whatever they had to do, chopping up their earlobes. They were cutting out their tongues, and then that wasn't enough. So they started cutting out their tongues and then shitting down their throats.
Sounds like somebody just wanted to do that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I don't get why Why did you do that? I mean, I'm all for the mutilation. I mean, cut it all off. But like, you did what?
We should have a meeting about this.
Yeah, let's have because how would you keep their mouth open? Did you do this all by yourself, or did somebody help you do this? And if you did this by yourself, that's a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's easy to shit down a dead person's throat. I've never tried it.
No.
It could be one of the easiest
rigor
things.
mortis, like the mouth just is wide open, and you just have to wait a little bit, and then while you're.
Like you have to wait a little bit. Don't look at me while I shit. I can't go while people are looking at me.
Goodness gracious. But yeah, okay. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. Well, thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing up Columbus Day and Indigenous Persons Day. Gave me an opportunity to talk about shitting down people's throats.
Yeah.
It's not as glamorous as you people think it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rip your tongue out and shit down your. That's a crazy threat to make.
Yeah.
That used to be a common threat. Threats have gotten very what am I trying to say? Sanitized over the years.
Yeah. I'm gonna put you on Instagram.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, I'm recording you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you written up by your job. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, you're not fucking ripping my head off and shitting down my neck.
Yeah.
I used to be like a normal threat in football.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, when you were rallying up a football team,
yeah,
we're gonna rip off their heads and we're gonna shit down their necks.
That was like your dad. When your dad says crazy things, that's one of the things your dad often talked about: shitting down neck holes.
Yeah, we're gonna rip their arms off and we're gonna beat their mothers to death with them.
Yeah. People don't say stuff. I grew up hearing those things for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing like that anymore.
Huh. Should we start saying those things to our kids?
I don't know. So we could. We can start threatening to beat our kids with our kids.
That's how you do it, right?
Yeah. But there used to be a time, too, when, especially if you were black, you were allowed to threaten to go home, get a gun, and come back and shoot everybody at the school. It's like, all right, fucking Tyrone, you're detention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, get out of here. Get fucking sit in the hallway for a little bit.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
And then he comes back to class like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
But you can't even like have an inkling towards the idea of coming back for retribution of any kind.
No. Retribution and revenge and all that is very much frowned upon these days.
Very frowned upon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, maybe that's why we have so many Tinkerbells now. Not enough ripping heads off and shitting down throats. Not enough colorful threats.
Yeah.
We're not colorful. We're not, it's nothing.
It's back to needing a little more art in our life.
Yeah.
Everything's all sanitized.
There's something beautiful about the idea of ripping somebody's head off and shitting down their neck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's like, how are you going to get it down their neck? You're going to have to push it down. Like stay with 2 fingers, jamming your own shit in someone's neck. We're popping chakras, people.
Yeah. We're almost enlightened.
We're almost there. That is a third eye chakra pop.
Yeah. You shitting somebody's third eye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep on talking. Keep on talking. I swear to God, I am going to shit right in your third. I'm going to give you third pink eye.
I feel like that's a threat you could get away with.
Third pink eye?
Yeah.
It's existential.
Chakra threats.
It's existential enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should start threatening to fuck people's chakras over.
Yeah. That's what we'll do after dark.
Yeah.
Come join us, or else you'll get your chakras fucked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna twist your fucking butthole chakra and tie it to your heart chakra. I'm gonna have you bent in half like this. You can't even stand up straight anymore.
Yeah.
Or your fucking gut chakra's gonna leak. I don't know. I don't know. But that's the third eye chakra popped.
Yes.
Right? Now we're at the crown chakra.
Yeah.
Right? We're at the top chakra. We're top shocking.
We are.
Right? And so the third eye chakra has to deal with spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's your tether to the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we look at it anyway. And so the question that we ask our guests when we're doing the crown chakra is one thing that you can't give up and why. It's a 2-part question. and what would giving that up mean? Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess in the world of being tethered,
Mm-hmm.
right? I guess we can look at it vague like that.
Mm-hmm.
Has anything struck you?
I was immediately trying to think of somebody that was like untethered.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like somebody who's like gone and like, but
Like a crazy person, you mean?
yeah, like somebody who's lost their tether and where that led them. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think I was kind of there too. And while I was in Vegas, I was experiencing a lot of untethered people.
Yeah.
A lot of like street performers, untethered street performers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a lot of untethered people.
Yeah.
You know? So
it's questionable when you lose your tether, like where you're gonna end up, right?
Yeah. Well, Vegas.
You're gonna end up in Vegas. Lose your legs and your tether, you go to Vegas.
There is no. It is the legless capital of the world. We gotta say that. There's so many legless people in Vegas that it's remarkable. You can't not notice it. It's very noticeable.
Yeah.
It's what is this?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Vegas has no legs and no God. There's no legs or God in Vegas.
Oh man.
Just stomping.
Yeah.
You know?
Dumping around.
Yeah. So I mean, this. You know, what is that other word that we have written over there? It looks like it says hormones.
I went with harmony of some sort.
Harmony?
I don't know. I can't. There's a lot of letters squished together.
Yeah, it's definitely more letters than harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harmonious?
Harmonious? I would never write that. That is the most Tinkerbell word you could. I would not me.
Yeah.
You accuse me of writing harmonious in front of our fans? You get this chair, you think you all brand new?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? You think you see me in this office swivel chair? You think I'm about harmonious? I'm about business. Is that what it is? Does it say business?
No.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, I guess one tether that comes to my mind is like with children growing up, and you have to like release them out into the world, right? We kind of have to untether our children as they go out, and we put our son in an Uber last night.
Oh, goodness gracious!
From South Philly. We were in South Philly to South Philly, a Saturday night. Put him in a 30-minute Uber ride with an Ernest, and trusted like that felt very much like, all right, go survive the world, young man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that was how'd you feel?
I was very nervous about it because you just feel like whenever you have situations like that, you know, like you lose your child in Target, or like, I don't know, I have bad dreams about like, oh, I couldn't find my kid or whatever. You're like, or like, you know, but like back to like real life, like when you like lose your child in Target or at a street fair for a moment, you know, you can't find them. And like, I feel like immediately your mind goes back to like, this is what we did this morning, and this is what they were wearing, and the last thing I said to them was this. And like, you know, like you go back and like create the story that you're going to be telling like the police officer when they're like, okay, your child is missing, your child's been like kidnapped and is now being traded around the world, you know, like with cartels or what, you know, and like you're like, and like you like go like create that whole like news cycle story of like what it's going to be like when you have to like tell your story, and like, you know what I mean?
I first of all, that is a big fear for me, because I almost 100% of the time never remember what our kids were wearing. Like I only know what our son is wearing right now because he got dressed up fancy for a bar mitzvah. He's waiting to go to a bar mitzvah right now.
Yeah.
No clue what our girls are wearing.
Oh, Cora's in pajamas earlier. Huntley's in pink.
Yeah, well, of course.
A pink romper.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And it's like, well, how could you not know what your kid was wearing? It's like, I wasn't expecting them to get fucking kidnapped. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe you should question the people that do know, because maybe they were fucking part of it. How about that? Who knows what their kids are wearing?
Yeah.
You know,
But yeah, so it was a lot to send him off. But I'm proud of him too. I'm proud of us for doing it. Like, I feel like it's a good, you know, like you got to start those things. Like, I don't want him to be a kid that goes off to college and is like, I don't know how to do anything, you know? And like, nobody wants that kid, but also like the the like pressure or the fear of like them becoming people that can do things. It's a lot.
Yeah, I think so. You know, when our son got into the Uber, he got in on the passenger side, but he went all the way to the driver's side and sat directly behind the driver.
Yeah.
And so I went in, you know, and like, you know, kissed him on the forehead, you know, forehead to forehead with him. And then as I was like pulling my body out, I was like staring at Ernest.
MJ or the person that picked up our child said that like he had a nice smile, and I was like, oh, he did not smile at us, but I was like, I think Sidney and him had a moment.
He was black.
Yeah.
We did our black thing.
Yeah.
It was like, all right.
Yeah. I thought there was a lot said between you two.
Yeah. It was like a little the proper head nod.
Yeah.
All right, man. You do thing.
Yeah.
All right. Like tap the car. Like
yeah.
Double. All right, you guys are off. You know? But then
no funny business.
On the other end, she got in the car.
Yeah.
To like pull an 11-year-old out of the car. I think Ernest got scared stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ernest went to Uber.
Yeah.
The wrong place.
Uh-huh.
You know, he was probably like, what the fuck is about to happen right now? Why is she getting in the car? I am dropping him off. Why is she getting in? This makes no sense at all.
Yeah, he probably thought there was cameras being put up. Like, why is everybody in my cab?
But she needed to go be suspicious at Ernest.
Yeah. Let him see that she was seeing him.
I love that moms do that.
Yeah.
I love that moms let people know that they have suspicion at them.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't trust you. I see you and I don't trust you.
Which is kind of like a tough thing for white women right now in the whole Karen accusation.
Yeah.
Where it's like, come on, man. Some of these are just moms doing their thing.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me black people can't be suspicious?
Yeah.
Don't answer that. They're the most suspicious. But yeah, no, that was definitely something.
Yeah.
It was for me it was like okay, he's growing up. This is the rite of passage. This is like you're a man now.
Yeah.
You can do this. You know? You're a trained human man. You're 11 years old, but I think you could probably murder this guy from the backseat of the car.
Yeah.
You know? I think if he tried to turn and get physical with you,
it's a small space. Like Finn could get around and
perfect.
Yeah,
it's perfect for his skill set.
Yes,
you know.
Yeah,
I should have said that as I was leaving.
Perfect for your skill set.
I was like, son, if anything goes down, you're ready. And then look at Ernest.
You're not ready.
Yeah, you're not. Ernest, you don't do enough push-ups, guy. Guy, if you were going around kidnapping little boys,
not this one.
Take a knee on this one. You don't want to get hurt. Okay? This is you know, you want to play the long game, okay?
Yeah.
Not this one.
Not this one.
Not this one. Ansley, I think that's it.
Yeah.
For now, I think for the first shot at this,
I think we did it.
I think we did it.
We popped it.
We popped
it right on up.
We definitely did.
Yeah.
And this is I hope you guys enjoyed what we did here. Let us know what you think about it. I hope we're gonna grow this. So no matter what you say, we're still gonna do it.
But we hope you liked it.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
Right? And then we'll be getting back to guests, soon enough. But as for right now, we want to develop this podcast in a strong way so that when we bring guests on, they are coming on to something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not just coming on as a long line of guests. We want them knowing that they're coming on to the one-stop shop for popping.
Yes. Come get popped with us.
Yeah, so join our Patreon. It's only $1. $1 gets you all of our exclusive content. And like I said, it's not only going to include the counter to this podcast, which we call Chakra Poppers After Dark, but we also are going to have some fight commentary and analysis for Ansley's Jiu Jitsu matches, especially the next one is going to be the one that we talked about on here.
Yeah.
We got to see it. It's going to, I think there's a lot of, it's going to be a lot of funny stuff we can mine from that, So I'm really excited about that. And, we love you guys. We really appreciate all the support that we've been getting. Again, the adulation from Skankfest never got old.
Yeah.
There was not one single person that asked me to take a picture where I was like,
Yeah.
And it was every time somebody asked me to take a picture, I was so thankful of the idea that anybody would even want to have a picture with me.
Yeah.
You know, and I might have scared people. Like people were like, "Oh, I'm so I don't want to. Can I take a picture with you?" And I was like, "Please, yes, yes, please. Oh my god,
Can I be in your picture?
Yeah. Oh, the picture that you're taking with me. Can I be in it? Yeah. So good times. Good times were had by all.
Yes.
And we hope to be doing more of this. And you know, this might have been, as far as the way we get down when we talk to each other, this might have been a very PG-13 version of us, you know? So if you're expecting it to stay that way, I apologize. That's not how we talk. But also, this is kind of how we talk sometimes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So sometimes it can be this. It's not all crass.
Yeah.
But we did talk about Comanches taking cheeks at one point.
Yes. Did.
We got there.
Yeah.
We got there.
Got to the butt. You always get to the butt.
You always get to the butt. Oh, I also thought for when I'm trying to dominate you, to just like put my thumb on your butthole. Like I don't know how or where, because it would have to. It can't be. It would have to be easy for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Every day that you wake up, I'm gonna be sitting on your head.
That's positional dominant.
Mm-hmm.
That's positional. Also, I also wanted to do a sec. We can probably maybe do it on the next one. But I remember one time we were with the podcast, we were trying to talk about who we wanted to fight each week, and that got a little hard to do after a while because you know we are pacifists.
Yeah,
it's tough. But who do you want to bite? You know, I was thinking about this the other day. Yeah. And apparently
the list is endless.
It is. I could do that in perpetuity for the rest of my life. Yeah. Every week I could have a new person and a new reason to bite that person.
Very nice.
Right? Mm-hmm. So we'll talk about it on the Patreon.
Okay.
All right. We love you guys, and we are out.
See ya.